boy murdered Silas, buried his body in the field, and dragged Molly from the house, hanging her in the farm's apple orchard.
Hey everybody, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino, and we want to know,
Have you seen this one?
So like I started to say earlier, I'm going to a birthday party today at noon. My next door neighbor.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It is his 100th birthday.
Whoa, really?
Yes.
Today? So 100 years ago
well,
today.
it's not exactly today,
okay.
but they picked today, and it's going to be at his church, and he's invited me. All the neighbors are all going together. There's going to be like 150 people there. His daughter said, yeah. Yeah.
He's one of like the top 1% oldest people on the earth, I would imagine, right?
It's got to be,
not
right?
many people make it to triple digits. That's
and
crazy.
You know what's amazing? I was talking to my mom, who's also pretty amazing. Hi, Mom.
Agreed. Yeah.
But I was telling her,
I can confirm.
He is 100. He can't physically get around. He needs some help.
Of course.
But man, when you talk to him, it's like when I first met him 26 years ago. It's like he is sharp as a tack. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Great.
So that's the way to do it if you're going to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you can. I know everybody can't do that, but
No, it's just the way life is sometimes.
It is. It is. Yeah. But he's a really cool man, and I take his garbage cans out, and he's like, Jay, it's so kind of you. Like, John, I'm just paying you back because for years I would go to take our garbage cans out and he would beat me to it. For years he did it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
he's such a nice guy. And I'm like, dude, I'm just
returning the favor.
I'm just paying you back, man. Don't worry about it.
Cool guy. Oh, sounds like an awesome guy.
He's a really nice person. Yeah. His whole family is really nice.
Happy birthday to him. 100.
Happy birthday, John. Yes.
Awesome. Very cool.
Okay. So let's talk about, sorry. Welcome everybody. I've got so lost in that. It's episode number 210. 210, man. And we're well over 300 movies or shows now.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing how much we've done. Yeah. I'm Jay Bullington.
I'm Keith Carcino.
And we're here to talk about Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon from 2006. It's a slasher mockumentary, a kind of a mockumentary. And it's funny because we just did a mockumentary about the dog show,
We did. We're going back-to-back mocks, right?
I think we are.
Back-to-back mockumentaries. I love it.
Well, before we talk about that, let's talk about what's new. What's been entertaining you lately?
All right. Well, I've heard all this buzz. You talked about it. I did finally see Long Legs. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It was really good. I enjoyed it. I thought it had some really creepy tones. The atmosphere was kind of dark and dreary. I thought
the acting was great.
Acting was spot on.
Yeah.
But again, I can see why some people kind of maybe they were expecting a full blown like monster movie of some sort or a different type of horror movie. And this isn't that. This is a lot of also. I don't know if they really focused on the supernatural part as much.
No, and that doesn't even come in until much later in the story. Actually,
right.
We're spoiling a lot now, but I think by now people must be able,
Sure.
But
so much more than that,
I think some people didn't like the supernatural part of it. I
think they were maybe expecting because it was going down the realm of more of a suspense slash like whodunit kind of crime kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it just so happened that the guy who was doing all this stuff or whatever was happening was a pretty creepy character in himself.
Well, Nick Cage, man. When you got Nicolas Cage, you can't go wrong with being creepy.
He can do so much. I mean, there's Nick Cage is so versatile as an actor.
He really is.
I really liked him in this. I haven't really been up to too much else, although because this American football is back, college and pros, so it's been taking up a little bit of my time. I have to say.
I'm not surprised. surprised. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. I
So,
think Paul is saying, "Oh, I got to have lunch with Paul. Did I talk about
oh,
this
that's
last time?"
right. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
perfect
Paul
segue
Kostava.
into
Hey, Paul.
what's been entertaining you. Awesome. You
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
see Paul. Oh, I'm
yeah.
so jealous. Oh, how did that go? He was
Oh, it
only
was a
in for
blast.
a few days.
Yeah, only a few days, and we went to lunch, man. We just we never shut up the whole time. We barely could
That's
eat
what
because we were
that's what
talking
good
so
friends are
much.
like, time or distance doesn't
It's
really
like no
matter.
time
They
has
just
gone
catch
by.
up like
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
yeah,
right.
yeah. Like
That's
no
good.
time has gone by.
Of
Yeah,
course. That doesn't surprise me. He's a cool guy too.
yeah. He is. He
Great
is.
guy.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Paul. Okay. So, shall I tell you what's been entertaining me lately?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, first of all, and you and I briefly talked about this. Shauna and I went to that Grease sing along at the Alamo Draft House, and that was a
Oh,
blast.
I would imagine anyone who is a Grease fan would really enjoy that
It was
show.
so much fun, and they give you props. We had like a pom pom and a hair salon cap to put like over curlers, and a candy cigarettes. You can pretend like you're smoking, and
Okay,
a, gu-
okay,
a
okay.
comb that's like a switchblade, but it's actually a comb. You like the
I remember those.
So
Oh,
of
that's
course
cool.
that's not going to do me any good, but but we're all laughing and carrying on, and everybody's singing along except the guy next to me. It was so weird. He just sat
What?
there with his mouth shut. He
The
kind
whole
of had a
time.
half smile on his face because I kept side looking like, "What's going on? He's not doing
Awkward.
anything." The
Awkward.
woman he was with, what the young woman he was with, was having a blast. She was singing.
Well, then there you go. He just tagged
Sitting
along.
there, just
She
like,
drug him into the
I
show.
guess so. But it's like, dude, you're just
Ah.
you could be having fun, but you're not. Um,
Oh, maybe he was. That's just his way. Maybe
Well,
he's
he
just
did
more
have a
reserved. And
slight smile on his face, but it was just
that is a little
very.
strange,
I
right?
just
You
thought
know
it
what you're
was
going.
weird. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is
Anyway,
weird.
but we had a blast. Shauna and I had a blast at that. Oh, and we're going to see Master Pancake tonight. Her and
Okay,
Chris and I were going to go to see Master Pancake tonight, and
okay, okay,
they're doing an Alfred Hitchcock movie called The Lady Vanishes.
okay.
Or The
Cool.
Lady Vanished? Is it The Lady
Okay.
Vanished or The Lady Vanishes? I think The Lady Vanishes. Anyway,
So a classic. All right.
they're doing a
Nice.
classic tonight. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Okay.
Some movies. Okay, on Prime, Amazon Prime, there is a documentary called "I Am Celine Dion,"
Okay. It sounds
and
powerful as she is.
very, very emotional. I was like,
Oh,
"Whoa!" But not
okay.
only did I cry, but I also laughed. She's funny as hell. That woman
So
she's got a sense of humor. Like, I don't
yeah.
think people realize how funny
Okay.
she is. Yeah, she's just got
Okay.
a great sense of humor, but it's also very touching and it's very emotional. It's really good.
Gotta
Okay,
love Celine Dion. She's great.
so we had a movie night here last week, and Trish and Cass came over, and we watched a movie on Shudder called Caveat.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie, but I've scrolled past it before. What do you think?
It's from 2020, which I can't believe I'd never heard of
Caveat.
it before. Caveat,
Hmm.
and this guy takes this job as a caretaker for a person who is emotionally disabled,
Okay.
and but to take the job, I still can't. The whole time we're
There's one
watching it, I'm
caveat.
like,
Is there
yeah,
a
here's the one
caveat?
caveat. He has to be chained up to the house and can
What?
only go in certain parts of the house as far as the chain will let him go. And he doesn't get
What?
unchained until they come back from their, yeah.
What's he chained to? Is it like changed like to like the doorknob or what to what?
No, I mean like to a wall that's attached to a beam that's like he's chained to the house and he can
Okay,
only go
so
to certain parts of the house until they get
interesting.
back from this trip. Now he's able to go to the bathroom and he's able,
Right. What are they
but
hiding?
he is,
Oh, I wonder what they're hiding.
well, I don't want to give it away because they're not
Of
talking about the
course,
whole movie, but
of
the
course. But
whole
it
time
has me
we're
wondering.
watching it, Cass just kept laughing at me. She's like, Jay, this is just part of the movie. I'm like, would you let someone chain you up to their house? I don't care how much money you need. There's no,
Yeah, that is strange. That is a
and
strange
leave you
request.
there and know that you cannot get unchained until they get back. It's
But
like,
everything else was normal. Like when you first
well,
got
I'm
there, hey,
thinking,
this is the one caveat. We gotta
well, and everything's
attach you
not
to the one.
normal because,
Of
if it
course,
starts
of
with
course.
that, it's not going to be
Yeah,
normal.
there's some
Okay.
secret they're hiding for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I another movie I went to see. I went to see Beetlejuice yesterday.
Oh my gosh, I've heard great things about it. I've heard,
Oh,
yeah, that it's enjoyable.
I
They did a good
loved it.
job.
I loved
Yeah.
it. I think
All
they
right.
did a great job. Some people are all, I don't know why some people are so up in arms about it. I thought it was fun.
Really?
It was just fun from beginning to end. I had a blast, and everybody around me was having fun too. Everybody, I mean, it was a pretty full theater, and
Yeah,
everybody was having a great time.
that's cool. I will definitely be watching that one as soon as it becomes available in my country because I've
Yeah.
always been a fan of the original,
Oh
and
yeah.
I have not that I have high expectations. I know that if they do it right, it can be a fun, enjoyable film. And from what it sounds like, that's exactly what they did.
I thought it was a blast. I will go see it again.
All right.
Yeah, I
Fantastic.
told somebody the other day, if you want to go, I'll go with you because I'll go see it again. I liked it that much. Yeah.
Okay. It's a good
Okay,
sign.
so let's get on to our movie. It is Behind the Mask,
Okay.
the rise of Leslie Vernon, and it's from 2006, directed by Scott Glosserman. Let's do the trailer.
All right. This will be fun.
You have no idea how much cardio I have to do. It's ridiculous. There's that whole thing of making it look like you're walking, and everybody else is running their asses off. Everybody thinks we just wake up one morning and start obsessing about a girl and start stalking her, killing everybody that gets in the way.
That does seem to happen a lot with you guys. Why are you doing this?
We're not gonna have this conversation.
Why?
out in the
What,
street,
you
okay?
met
Get in the
her?
van.
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
So how will this play out? How will this work?
You won't like what you see. I promise you that.
I'm so happy.
Make sure you're getting this.
Oh, start. What they got filming those cameras, boys?
Cannot stand here and let this happen.
Don't you get it? We're in this now. We're part of his equation.
We're right where he wants us. All of us.
You have to tell me. What happens to me?
So the movie is Behind the Mask, the rise of Leslie Vernon. Directed in 2006 by Scott Glosserman. This is our 307th film that we have ever.
Is that right? Oh,
Number
wow.
307.
Okay.
Pretty amazing.
Okay.
This stars the main stars of this movie. I am not familiar with. Nathan Basil plays Leslie Vernon, and Angela Goethals is the director of the film. She's the mockumentary film. The director of the documentary.
Right. Okay.
But there are
There
two
were a
people.
few. There were like three people that I recognized in this.
Well, two for sure. Zelda Rubinstein was she's the
Poltergeist.
the little woman from Poltergeist.
Oh, I love her, and she has a monologue in this too. That's
She
like
does.
very. It's perfect for her.
She
Like,
does.
she's cast for this.
Yeah, this was her last film. Actually, this is the last
Is
film she
that
ever made.
right?
Yeah,
Is that right?
and then
Okay.
also someone that horror fans may recognize the name of, Robert Englund,
Oh, come
AKA
on,
Freddy Krueger. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
no doubt. That's right.
So it's a 2006 American mockumentary black comedy slasher film. It's an homage to the slasher genre. The film follows a journalist and her crew that are documenting an aspiring serial killer who models himself according to slasher film conventions. Okay. First thing I want to ask you, have you ever heard of this movie before?
No, I had no
See,
idea.
it's
I
so
had
funny
no
to me.
Clue, no clue what this movie was.
This
That
movie
it
has
even
been out.
existed.
Yeah, this movie's been out for almost 10 years now, and so many people don't know about it.
10 years. It's like 18 years, right? Is it come out in 2006?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. Oh my God.
wow.
Yeah, I can't, I'm a reading teacher, not a math teacher. So, yeah.
Funny.
Well,
yeah.
okay. So it's shot as a documentary and it's set in a world where the killers depicted in famous slasher films, they're actually real historical figures. Like people really they believe that, Freddy was really they believe that Michael Myers really was there and Jason was really there. And, all these famous.
Not just that, but that these people that these monsters are, these fictional monsters are these expert killing machines that they can learn from, and that they're like, the heads of their field and profession.
It's so funny. So a journalist named Taylor Gentry and her two cameramen, Doug and Todd, they document Leslie Vernon as he prepares to join the ranks of the other slasher villains. He claims to be a boy from a local urban legend who supposedly became possessed and killed his family before being killed by the townsfolk. But having in fact survived the attack. He walks Taylor and her crew through his plans, but he refuses to truly explain his motives.
Right off the bat, this
Yeah.
guy, he is so like charismatic and funny, and like how seriously he takes his job, but at the same time, he's a likable character. He's one of the most. I like this guy.
This actor makes him fun.
He does.
It's like this guy's, but the whole time, especially the first time, once you've seen it, you understand what they're doing, But the first time I watched it, I kept thinking to myself, girl, call the police. What the hell? What's wrong with you?
That was one of the parts of this too that kind of had me scratching my head. Like,
why are you just letting this happen?
And we'll talk a little bit later about, towards the end, things do happen.
Yeah.
I think she realizes at the time Taylor Gentry, the mock you maker, starts to realize, wait a minute, this guy's legit. This guy really meant what he was saying. But it's kind of I don't know. I was chuckling through the whole movie. It was definitely set up like a slasher. It was like it's like a comedy. It's kind of a comedy too.
It's very definitely a black comedy. It's very definitely on purpose funny, which is something I enjoy.
I know that doesn't kind of appeal to everybody, but I love these kind of movies.
And they do it right. It can be good, and I feel like they did it right in this one.
I think they did it right. Yeah, I really do. They did a good job.
They have that right tone. You're just like, okay, you're pulling my leg,
Right, exactly. And so let's just enjoy the popcorn, enjoy the show, have a good time.
Yeah. So Leslie plans to orchestrate a killing spree. Did you hear me? A killing spree at his alleged family home. It's a rundown farm in the woods, and at the farm, he plans to slaughter a number of teenagers before being confronted by his chosen virginal survivor girl, a local 17-year-old high school student. Her name is Kelly Curtis. In addition to a strict training regimen and learning theater techniques to create the proper atmosphere, he has rigged the farm to be in his favor. He seals off all the exits in the house. He's mapped the routes his victims will take, rigging an electrical system. He rigs the electrical system to fail. I'm having a hard time spitting stuff out today. Sorry. And also tampering with like potential weapons in the barn, like making them fall apart so they won't work, and just making sure they don't have any backup. So he also talks about the bizarre behavior of people in such circumstances, like the way they herd together without protecting themselves, or they're tripping on level and stable ground and attempting to hide in obvious and dangerous locations.
Right. Sounds familiar.
All the usual stuff you see in a cheap 80s slasher movie.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
So during the shoot, Leslie introduces Taylor and her crew to his mentor, Eugene. And Eugene is kind of like he's very much like a father figure to Leslie.
You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
And Eugene and his wife, they're just, well, first of all, Eugene talks a little bit about the motives of killers like himself, for them to be a sacrifice by the acting as evil to counter to bring out the good within everybody else. There's like, we're here to bring out the good. There's that we're here for good,
Okay.
And his wife says offhandedly to Leslie, "Oh, you should kill the local librarian, like a stinger kill in order to draw Kelly in," which he does after Eugene agrees that it's a good idea. However, Leslie's claim to be Leslie Vernon avenging his death is proven false when a psychiatrist, Doc Halloran, this is when it all gets really complex.
Yeah.
He interrupts Taylor and her crew, revealing that Leslie is in fact an ordinary, mentally unstable man named Leslie Mancuso, whom Halloran treated in Reno, Nevada.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dr. Halloran, played by Robert Englund. He really is like, as soon as I saw him, he's like, that's Dr. Loomis, It
is. It's the Dr. Loomis. Absolutely. Absolutely. And even kind of plays it that way.
Halloween.
It's really,
they do
really
play
fun.
homage to, especially those three, Friday the 13th, Halloween, and Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, yeah.
Those three are like they you see different parts of this too.
There is,
remind you of those three movies.
I'm going to bring up something later that was like on purpose. Nightmare on Elm Street, like a reference. Yeah.
Okay.
So Taylor contemplates ending the documentary, but then she reconciles with Leslie and she thinks, okay, we're going to keep filming. So, because she confronted Leslie, and he's like, okay,
Well, but
he
yeah,
became rather aggressive, but then they
but
made
you
up.
can't she's come this far. She can't just turn around now. Like, come on, you can't. You put all this time and effort and
Into
content
planning people's
into
murder. You have to
planning for all of this,
yeah.
and then when it starts happening, she's like, you know what? This is too much for me. Okay, what'd you expect? Come on.
So here's what happens. They keep filming him, and he's making all these meticulous preparations, for his killing spree. Blah, blah. Okay, so at first, Taylor and her crew, they're very enthusiastic about Leslie's creativity, and they're like, wow. But finally, their consciences catch up with them on the night of the
Yeah.
murders. Like, we can't.
Yeah.
We can't.
Yeah.
And then they beg Leslie to call off the spree, but he's adamant, believing that his survivor girl will define herself by facing him.
This is his life work, as he said. He's not
As
going
he
to
said,
abandon it.
as he
Come
said, he implores and invites the crew to leave, but they ultimately decide to stop Leslie. And this is at the point where the film's mise en scene shifts from documentary mode to standard horror film presentation.
Oh, I noticed that.
Yeah.
That was that. Okay. I thought at
Yeah.
first I kind of did a double take. I was like, wait, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But then there's a part, where at this part here, you can see it turns into like a third person movie.
A regular
Right.
film. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
a regular slasher horror film.
Right. The mockumentary's over now, and the
Yeah.
movie itself is taking over.
Full scream. Full scream. Ha ha ha.
I see what you did there.
Taylor attempts to warn and rally the remaining teens together to fight Leslie, trying to use the knowledge they have against Leslie, but Leslie's preparations appear to have expected the crew remaining also.
Yeah. They knew exactly all the
He
details.
knew they were
and
going to
still
stay
could.
too. It's like he had them labeled as victims from the first minute they showed up. Is what's happening.
Right, and that's kind of part of the what is it? The switch? No,
that's
the
just
surprise.
part of it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
part
part
of
of the
it.
surprise. Yeah.
The next part of the surprise, the group looks to Kelly, who is revealed not to be a virgin. But she unexpectedly dies when she tries to escape. So Taylor struggles to keep the teenagers from bumbling through Leslie's preordained schedule, with Todd, sacrificing himself by drawing Leslie away from the house. So Todd sacrificed himself one of the few disruptions that Leslie mentioned as being potentially ruinous to his plan. And at this point, the first time I saw this, I'm starting to realize that, yes, oh my God. And sure enough, we realized Taylor, the director, she is the virgin.
Right.
She's the virgin.
Right.
Why did she never think about this whole time? Wait a minute. I'm a virgin, she just believed it.
Like I'm one too, or maybe it's a secret that no one else knew, and she just kept it to herself. So she
don't
maybe
know.
not. But again, like Leslie has this kind of ESP when it comes to knowing these. He's like almost like a savant when it comes to knowing this stuff. So, but we find out soon too that Leslie had this planned all along. Like this was all part of his little scheme that he's doing here, and I thought that was a cool little surprise as well.
Well, realizing she's a virgin herself, she was the intended survivor girl all along. She was supposed to be the final girl the whole time. Leslie just keeps picking off all these people one by one until she's the only one left alive. I mean, they're all her crew, everybody's gone. So she faces him and defeats him in the exact manner he had laid out for her, crushing Leslie's head in the apple press, and then burns down the shed in which he was defeated, apparently killing him. Okay, so she crushed his head and she burned down the building he's in. You would die, right? You'd be dead.
Of
Right?
course.
Okay. So outside, she finds Doug and Doc Halloran, who have both survived their encounters with Leslie. Part two, anybody? Just saying. I can't believe they haven't done it, but okay. And also another reason for part two. Over the final credits, you see on the autopsy table, Leslie's charred up body. Did you see the part? Did you watch where he sat up?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, it went automatically to like black and white, kind of like a CCTV
security camera.
Yeah, a security camera. I was like, and so I kind of fast forwarded it because it was moving slow, and then I realized at the end, okay, what was going on? Yeah, that was They have got to come out. It's been 18 years. Like, what are they waiting for? Let's go. Maybe the 20-year anniversary.
I
they're
don't
gonna come out with.
It didn't
No one
make
else
enough
wanted to make
money.
it. Yeah,
it didn't make enough money for a studio to say, "Oh yeah, let's do part two." I don't think it made it.
That's exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
it just didn't make enough money, which is a shame because I think it's a fun movie. Anyway,
It's a fun movie.
a little bit of background. At the beginning, Taylor is standing in front of the Red Rabbit pub. The Red Rabbit, that's a reference to the Red Rabbit matchbook that Dr. Loomis finds in Halloween.
Okay.
When he
Okay.
during the first murder, he finds
Okay.
that Red
Right.
Rabbit matchbook, and that's the Red
Right.
Rabbit pub. Um, Another horror movie reference: the first time Taylor interviews Eugene and his wife, it's called a lament configuration. It's a puzzle box. It's the puzzle box from Hellraiser, and it was on their coffee table. It was on their
Ah,
table in the room.
it's a little party discussion piece.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah. I actually, they're very pretty. I wouldn't mind having one, although I'm
right.
not going to try to solve it.
Right, exactly. Don't open it. All right.
Okay, one more reference, and I love this. When Leslie and the graduate students are scoping out potential victims at the school, he makes eye contact with a young woman. And while that happens, there are three girls playing jump rope in the background. And it's a reference to the very ending of Nightmare on Elm Street when
Nightmare
the
on
three
Elm
girls are playing
Street.
jump rope. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I saw too that listed in the cast was Kane Hodder,
Oh,
that
yeah.
he was at. I didn't realize, well, who of course is notorious for his role as Jason
Jason.
Voorhees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't see
Oh,
the part
you
where I couldn't
you
find him.
blink, it's right at the beginning, and if you blink, you miss him.
Oh,
He's walking in a house, and some newspaper man is saying, "Sir," and he's just looking back like, "Oh no, I want to talk to you," and he goes in the house. It's
oh, I remember that part.
very
Okay,
it's
okay.
very very quick.
I
If you
will.
like I
Okay,
say, if you blink, you'll miss it. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense then. Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Critics actually, well, listen. Elizabeth Weitzman of the New York Daily News called the film a must for those who like thrills laced with a sense of humor. And
Yeah.
she noted the film's deadpan sense of humor, which I agree.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
James Berardinelli said that it provides a fresh, chilling breeze through the stale air of the crypt that has become multiplex horror. And he gave it 3 out of 4 stars.
Okay.
While the Los Angeles Times referred to it as original and weirdly delicious and executed with gory aplomb.
Okay. I don't know about gory. It wasn't that gory, but it was, yeah,
It
I
wasn't.
definitely agree with
I
the other.
really didn't find any like super negative reviews on it.
Okay.
And yet,
Yeah.
well, the scores. Okay, IMDb 6.7.
That's about right. I didn't know. I didn't think it's cracked the top
Yeah.
or it's the 7.0, but yeah, that's okay.
Amazon Prime got 4.5 out of 5 stars, so that's people watching it. That's pretty good.
Mhm.
Rotten Tomatoes. This is the tomato meter is 76%, and the audience
Okay.
score is 75%.
Okay, we're about the same then.
Yeah,
Okay.
about the same.
I would definitely recommend this one, but only to those people who are horror fans, number one, with a sense of humor. And if you
Yes.
go in expecting a light-hearted, fun show, that's what you're going to get, and you're going to
Yeah.
enjoy yourself. Yeah.
If you're not a horror fan, don't bother, y'all.
Right.
Yeah, don't
No.
bother. This is not
Especially
your
if you
cup
don't
of
like,
tea.
80s slasher type movies. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
going to be for you.
And you may not get the jokes. No offense, but
That's right.
If you're
That's
not
true,
into
though.
those movies, you don't know the traits and the tropes, and that you may not
Right.
get what they're
Right.
actually wanting you to laugh at. So it's like,
Exactly.
in other words, if
Right.
you don't like horror movies, don't waste your time. But if you do,
Yeah, right.
it's a plus.
This
It's
is
a
a must,
plus.
but yeah,
Yeah.
you got to watch it. Yeah. Highly
Okay,
recommend.
folks, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just look up HYSTO or Have You Seen This One? You can find our podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Prime, wherever you get your podcast, you can find us. I don't think there's any place where you can get your podcast that you can't find us. So just look for us there. Wherever you do find your podcast, please subscribe to us and leave a rating. That helps more people join the movie party because we'd love to hear from you also.
Join the party.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, buddy. Next episode is number 211. You have a movie
Okay.
for me?
Yeah, 211. Okay, so this is we watched one not too long ago. I think we saw She's All That. Didn't we see She's All That?
Yes.
Not too long ago. Well, this movie is a spoof over at like 18 to 20 different teen movies that have taken place over like the 1980s and 90s, and this movie just dumps on all of them. The movie, of course, is from 2001. It's Not Another Teen Movie.
I was going to say, I haven't seen it, but I think I know what you're talking about. Okay.
No, I look through a lot of the movies that they cover, even if it's just one quick snarky joke, and I think you've seen almost all, if most of them at least. So I think when you watch
Probably.
this, you'll start to make connections, and I hope that you enjoy it. But again, who knows? This is going to be another one too that like I saw this when it first came out, and I'm curious to see what you think is the first time seeing
Okay.
it. And again, we're so far removed from teen movies from that era, so I'm not sure how it's going to land, but
Well,
let's just see what happens.
From what I understand, this is like the scary movie of teen movies. You know, when they did Scary Movie.
Oh yeah,
But they made fun of all like they made fun of Scream and all the other scary movies.
Right. I would say that is true too.
And I feel like that's what I'm in for here. So,
Okay, so
I think I'm down for this. I think I'm down for this. Yeah.
Okay. I'm slightly hopeful that this one might be better than some of those other ones I've made you sit through in the past.
It's got to be better. Anything's better than Saving Christmas. That's all I got to say. Anything is better. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. So
times.
not another teen movie. We'll go from mockumentary to just a movie that mocks movies.
I like that.
All right. Okay, friends. Well, until episode number 211, I'm Jay Bullington.
And I'm Keith Carcino.
Y'all keep watching movies.
Bye-bye. 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 Okay. Bye-bye. Okay.